Hello and welcome to Channel Sport on Sunday. It was a weekend of bumper, and of bumper. It has to do with, it mostly has to do with football. Football festivities everywhere, permutations and combinations, expectations and disappointments, exhilarations and demotions. Some went there hoping to get something. Some were somewhere hoping that it has been sealed. And then before we got to that epic Saturday, there was something over the weekend. It has to do. Somebody says, look no further than Lookman. Born in London, spotted by not Chelsea, not Tottenham, not West Ham, not Fulham, not Arsenal. The big guns in London didn't see him. But Charlton picked him up, and then he grew. But then even that movement was turbulent, because every club he went to, it was go on loan, come back. Akin to the kind of movement that his other one did. I don't know. I think, Lookman is elder to Osimhen. Well, know that the way Osimhen moved from Wolfsburg down to Belgium and down to France before finding his way to Italy. Last season, he did what only the great one, Diego Armando Maradona, has done for Napoli, giving them, that title that they've been looking for a very, very, very long time. So it was Maradona era, and it was also Victor Osimhen era. And this season, another Nigerian followed his path. When the likes of Leicester believed the man couldn't make it, the man found his way right there to Atalanta. And this is the first time in the life history that Atalanta will conquer Europe. And they did it in such a way that the odds were against them. Bayer Leverkusen, with the Xabi Alonso stamp in them, 51 games unbeaten. Won the Bundesliga unbeaten. No team has ever done that. Got to the Europa Cup final, unbeaten. DFB Poker final, unbeaten. Having an unbeaten season. Benfica stopped at 48, but here they are at 51. 2 more to go. And then, we always tell you here, quote us that the ball is round. It was Lookman, 12th. It was, by the time the first half was over, it was Lookman 2. And at the end of the day, it was Lookman 3, Leverkusen 0. A great run was ended by a terrific performance by the man who, an afterthought, played for the England juniors, won the World Cup with England at the under-20 level. But he said, Niger blood flows in my veins. Went to AFCON, scored 3 goals in that final, made the team of the tournament. And here he is in the ascendancy. So we celebrate Lookman as we celebrate all Nigerians who do us proud and carry that flag high and high. My teams are in the house. Today we are going to look at football. We'll look at tennis. That is the man we're talking about there. We'll look at tennis. And then we also look at, a little bit of basketball. But let us look at what really transpired yesterday, because it was Manchester United versus Manchester City. Would they tell us what happened? That is in England. It was a Manchester derby right there at Wembley. You go to Scotland, and it was the old firm derby, the oldest derby in the world. Glasgow, Glasgow Rangers taking on Glasgow Celtic. We moved on there to France. It was Lyon taking on PSG, all happening. As if that was not enough. Leverkusen, coming out from that trouncing that they received unexpectedly in the hands of, Lookman, went over there and pitched their tent against the guys from the lower league, Kaiserslautern. I tell you, it was football, football, football. The landscape has changed, because of what happened yesterday. But then, let me start with my guys in the house. The Catalan is in the house. But let's start with Kato from the tribe of the Emirates. Jimmy.
Ever a pleasure to be here. And it's nice to see Nigerians do well. At every point in time, we understand that, okay, those, launder our image when, our athletes are footballers, sports persons like Ademola Lookman, the likes of Ofili, ever making us proud, Ella Nojuevo, Samuel Ogazi. We have quite a number of athletes do us proud this weekend. It's something to really be excited about. Some of them punching Olympic tickets.
Yeah, punching the ticket, punching the Olympic. He said punching the ticket.
Yeah.
Because whether you like it or not, sometimes quantity translates to medal.
Exactly.
Because you might not be doing well during the qualifiers, but when you get there, nobody, I believe nobody, not even Chioma Ajunwa herself, we tell you that with her very first jump in 1996, she will beat that class of jump. That class.
We were waiting on the dream team to make us proud, but she did us proud.
She beat that record. Beat the world to it.
Yeah, whilst we're sleeping.
We were sleeping. We woke up to the gold.
Definitely.
The very first gold Nigeria has ever won.
Because she was a footballer. She wasn't renowned for long jump. She was in China in 1991.
So she was in China.
So it's something massive.
Catalan. Somewhere in Yenegua in Bayelsa, there is the Super 6.
Yeah.
But then, somewhere also in Europe, it was back-to-back for Barcelona Feminine.
Barcelona Feminine. Good afternoon, yes. Good to be back. The only thing that hurt me yesterday was the fact that I saw Oshoala should have been on the pitch.
Oh, back-to-back.
But then again, she's getting a medal.
Okay.
Yeah, because she participated.
Wow, that's good news.
Barca,
so Oshoala won yesterday.
Yes, Oshoala also picked up another Champions League medal, and it just shows you. It just shows you how much the sport is growing in Europe. Talking about women's football, yes, it's been on the ascendancy, but we're not talking about the women's game filling up the Camp Nou. The women's playing the match, filling up the Santiago Bernabeu. The women are playing the game, and they're filling up Old Trafford. These ladies are filling up stadiums right now, And yesterday we saw Aitana Bonmati and Alexia Putella score for.
Putella's the queen.
And back to back, world FIFA best.
I know he might not like to hear this because I'm sure his team cannot relate.
No, he likes to hear the truth.
Okay, because this is the first time one team will have both their male and their female team do 2 trebles.
Okay.
Barcelona have done 2 trebles.
Yeah, 2009, 2015.
Exactly. And Barcelona Feminine have done 2 trebles. And also they're able to banish the ghost of Lyon's past, because this is for the third time they're playing Lyon. They got the third time lucky. They finally beat Lyon. Lyon have won this championship, I think, about 7 times.
8 times.
8 times. And they were always the favourites. And let's not forget, this Barcelona Feminine team, barring the loss against Chelsea in Spain, they did not lose a single game this season.
But they lost that
game. So just like you're waxing lyrical about Leverkusen.
Yes.
These women have to do it.
Okay. So they are the Femina Leverkusen.
Thank you very much.
I think what I like most about that team is the fact that they were able to keep the core of the team, regardless of whether Oshoala had gone to
the US,
Bay FC and all that. But you look at what Putella has, Bonmati, the rest of the team, they've been able to do, the way the coach has been able to hold that team. And also, Lyon, they have done very well for themselves. Even the coach, Bonpasto, most likely will.
Where is it they have done very well? Jimmy, Lyon is the #1 female team in the world. Before that is emerging.
So it's just like we talk about Lyon, Al Ahly, and Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Those 3, they are unsurpassable when it comes to achievement at that different
levels. At that level. Yeah. It just said that because I was right. Okay, that is the score, 2-0. That last minute was icing on the cake.
Yes.
Yeah. 90 plus 5.
Yeah.
She
had to come from the bench.
Put it there and cemented it. And he just saw something. The third time they were meeting the Lyon ladies in the finals, and it has always been Lyon beating them. Anytime they go, they just go and collect it. Like if you are playing Benfica or if you are playing Mighty Jets of Jos, when you just get to the final in the FA Cup and you are playing Mighty Jets, forget it. You are going to pick it up. And since there was one man called Bella Gottman told Benfica, this record that Leverkusen broke was Benfica's record. And it was Bella Gottman that created that record for Benfica. Going 48 games unbeaten. in that season and Europe, and the rest of them all, they went there 48 before Leverkusen did it. Yeah. Now Bella said, look, guys, give me a raise. And they said, no way.
Instead,
we bought the players.
Yeah.
We gave you this platform. If you don't, we'll bring another manager, and then legends have this thing. I don't know how true it is, but then because of the stories that have come to stay, that Gottman told them that they will be getting to final and they will never win.
Ken, are you sure we are not going to equate it to the fable, the Nigeria-India 99 one?
No, this is
the reason why this holds water because
at the point, we know that he was there.
Eusebio went to Bela Gottman's grave.
Not only Eusebio went to the grave, before they played Chelsea, in that final which they did lose, the Barcelona, Benfica went to Gottman's grave to beg him and say, bros, allow us.
But Ken, do you actually think that causes us, work? Why do you think so?
What I think,
we try to say Juju does not work. So why should we allow sentiments run?
No. I think when every single time you are about to play a final, and everybody knows you are the clear favorites for that final, but somehow you always lose the final.
Jimmy, I want to ask you this. Go back to our forefathers.
Whatever you do, don't ask about us.
No.
Nobody has cost us
on this set, we have interviewed two prominent Nigerians who said they were part of Juju carrying. One was Taribo West.
And also
Rafiu Ladipo said he was carrying that Juju for the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
Definitely, they did say so.
And when he carries it, I think we'll look for that tip. That his head will be so hot.
The question, Ken, is it the Juju that worked?
I don't know. Why are you asking me? Why are you asking me for that? But I'm only telling you.
But the question is, who cost us now?
No. You are looking for trouble.
No, Arsenal. I think Arsenal.
You are looking for trouble.
There is a difference between us and drought. I think Arsenal was.
It's a drought.
It was a drought.
It's a drought.
It was a 9 years in exile initially.
Nobody caused United before they won.
Even in Egypt, it was just 7 years.
Anyway, a lot of records, and then talking about, because we're supposed to talk about because we're talking about the female team, the Barcelona female team. We're supposed to go straight, but let us do that. We'll immediately come back to the Manchester United and talk to other teams. Right there in Yenegua today, it will be the Super 6 because the charity begins at home. It will be the Super 6. Nigerian women are up there, 6 teams. That's why it's called Super 6. The 6 best female clubs in Nigeria, are struggling out, and then from there they will qualify for the CAF Women Champions League. I mean, so there's tickets that are available, for those who do very well now. I don't know if it is possible that we can look at the table.
Ken, I think we just must commend the Meadow Queens for what they have been able to do, playing 4 games and also winning 3.
It has not ended.
A draw. What they have been able to do so far is
two teams are unbeaten.
The fact.
Two teams are unbeaten.
Right now, the reason why I'm saying we should commend them, we understand the impact that the former deputy governor really had on that team.
Jimmy,
regardless of his being there or
Jimmy,
not.
take that. Take that.
We have Edo Queens on how many points now?
They played 4, they won 3 and lost 1.
Okay. The goals for 10. Very important.
They are 9 points.
9 points, And the Rivers Angels and Bayelsa Queens
are 8 points. Both of them 1-2. Played 4, 1-2 and drew 2.
Yes.
So the battle line is between those 3.
Yes.
Exactly.
That is where it is going to come.
Edo Queens just need a win.
If any one of them, Edo
will be playing against Bayelsa Queens.
Yes.
And Bayelsa, we can say, okay, Bayelsa too, they have tried because of what we have seen, the antecedents of the administrator, the ones that we know have really been keeping this team intact.
But in this tournament, now, they played 2 teams and they couldn't beat.
They have played 2 teams that they couldn't. But what I'm saying basically is, especially when it comes to women football, you see that there's some level of continuity when it comes to a set of teams like Edo Queens, which we have seen, Bayelsa Queens, which we have seen, Rivers Angels. It's not because of that placing, but we are talking about the fact that they are able to keep that team. Look at Nasarawa Amazons. They are 5th currently.
Heartland was the hottest team during the season.
During
this particular season, know that those Heartland Queens were hot.
They were hot.
Yes.
Right now, what has happened?
They are hot.
They are still
Jimmy, we are not in a tournament. Whatever precedes that, whatever.
Remember, Ken, that insurance were very, very hot last season.
No.
You remember?
I wouldn't say they were hot.
I'm talking about Bendel Insurance.
Yes.
But when we had the playoffs in Lagos, what happened?
They were cold.
So we are talking about consistency right from the normal season right up
into the postseason.
Postseason playoffs and all that.
One thing I will take from you is I want us to stop looking at it as if say, this man is doing this. You understand? I understand. Okay, like you say, personifying.
Again, Ken.
Yes.
So that I clarify this.
Yes.
What I'm saying is, regardless of the fact that, there was a man that was in the saddle that was keeping them, high up there.
Yes.
They have ensured that there is that continuity.
Exactly.
It's very important.
So that is what.
That's what I said. Regardless of. So it's important. Most times when you have an administrator out of the saddle, things crumble.
Jimmy.
But we have seen
Jimmy, if that administrator is good.
Yeah.
He should put a legacy.
That's exactly
independent of him.
That is exactly what we're talking about.
If it is not, it is me.
Yeah.
Everything it is about me. Okay, now that I'm no longer there, are they going to do it? Then you have not done your job.
Exactly.
You do a job that when you are gone,
the legacy
even after 100 days after you are gone, they will be there. Al-Akli, they have just won their 12th CAF Champions League. Yeah. 12.
Ken, can we say that of Alex Ferguson?
Yeah. No,
United.
No, Ferguson came and built a club. You understand? But then in that club you have a board, you have the chairman. We don't have such structures here in Nigeria. Which is what we are trying to say.
It still takes me back.
You understand?
About one man leaving a legacy. I think let's go back to Bella Gottman. What did he do to Benfica?
Anyway, so you see that. Let us look at today's fixtures. Like Jimmy has just said, it will be
Heartland Queen will be taking on Rivers Angels. Bayelsa Queens will be taking on Edo FC. And of course, Conference Queen will be taking on National Amazons. That's it right there on your screen.
The major thing there is Bayelsa taking on Edo Queen.
Yes.
And if you check, those two games, because they are of consequence.
Yes, both games are of consequence.
Will take place simultaneously.
Same time, yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Simultaneously. The one that is just entertainment will come in after.
Yeah, 2 p.m.
At 2 p.m.
You are calling games dead rubber games.
I mean, so
they're going to put that
a winner would have emerged.
Yeah.
So when they are doing that one, they will not be preparing on how to crown, other things that they will do. So you understand? So that will be to entertain the fans.
Game.
So guys, if you are, like we always say it here, please let us go and you say, Tio is saying it here. I think maybe I've asked you to check something. I will give it to you. The highest number of attendance of any female team. It was a Barcelona feminine team.
Yes.
Because when they played, they filled the Camp Nou. I tell you this, myself, Jimmy, and my team were discussing this morning, on our platform, and we're talking about, attendances. And we say, look, Aston Villa has about over about 40,000 average. You understand? Attendance in the past decade. I know when they went down even to the lower league, they were having to the championship. They were having about 30-some thousand fans going there. So what I'm trying to say is this.
So I have it actually.
What?
So the game was between Barcelona Feminine and Wolfsburg.
Yes.
The Champions League match at the Camp Nou. 91,648.
91,600. Write it down. 91,648. Please write it down. 91,648 fans went to watch a female team. See, what's the capacity of Stamford Bridge? Can you check that out for us?
Stamford Bridge, I think it's under 60,000. Under
no,
70,000.
It's under 40.
Under 40. I think
under
39 point something.
Check it for us.
Okay.
Check the capacity of Stamford Bridge.
Because Madrid is 81,000.
Yes, Madrid is 81. Yes.
Madrid we check Stamford Bridge now.
Old Trafford.
Yeah.
You have 73 Old Trafford.
Yeah.
Manchester City is actually
Stamford
53.
Bridge is 40,000.
40,000 exactly.
40,000.
Now,
approximately.
Now, Stamford Bridge is approximately 40,000 seating capacity.
Yeah.
If you fill Stamford Bridge. Now, multiply by 2, it gives you 80,000. That is the number of fans that went to watch a Barcelona female team. Is multiply Stamford Bridge by 2, still add 11,000. And most clubs, they have 11,000 fans. I tell you this, if we can have the visuals of what is going to happen in Bayelsa today, if we have 11,000 fans on that stadium, it will look as if the world is coming to an end. I mean, let us go there to go and support them. The fans are the lifeblood of any team. I mean, football, boxing, wrestling, watch it. Look at WWE going all over the world. Fans are going to watch. Nigerians, let us use sports to bring down our blood pressure. Go to the stadium, support your team. I'm not saying you should support a team that is not winning titles, but you can still stay with them. Jimmy, I'm not talking to you. So what we are trying to say, the fans will be open. We are going to open the lines, guys, so that you join this. You join this. So well, let's go back to
in terms of context.
Yes.
United 73.3 thousand. West Ham United 62.4.
Yeah, because
Tottenham
they're playing at London Stadium.
Yeah, Arsenal 60.2.
Yeah.
Liverpool 55.6.
Yes.
Then you have City 53.2.
Wow.
Now, Chelsea is ninth with that 40.
With that 40.
Theo talked about. The funniest thing is the average amount the fans spend on ticket. The highest is actually Fulham at 3,000. Arsenal is 1.95, whereas you have United £950. So you imagine that Fulham fans, they go every time to that stadium and they are not able to max out in terms of enjoying trophies and all that. But
they are still there.
It's good to follow through with some of these figures, so we begin to work at them for our leagues. Exactly,
because one, I think apart from Manchester United, the most faithful fans in England are Newcastle fans. 90%, a minimum of 95% every year. Even when they, I don't know the last time they won any trophy, but their fans are always there supporting Newcastle United. Which we're having these figures in Nigeria. It used to be Sunshine Stars that give us this figure. I think at the point maybe Kano Pillars also, but all other clubs. Nobody knows how many people go to watch their games and whatever it is. We should need these are the data, these are the stats that we need if we really want to get this thing done. Okay, but I wanted us to go to England, but I think let's just stop. Let us stay a little bit. Finidi George released his 23-man list in the upcoming games we're playing South Africa. And then we're playing Old Fools. So I don't know the list. If we can have the list, if we can have that list, so we can look at your position on it. A lot of people have been talking about the list. Okay, let's look at it from the goalkeeper standing. We have Nwabali. Okay, there they are. Stanley Nwabali.
Maduka
Okoye is back.
Yeah, Maduka is back.
And Ojo Olonreke. Which means this guy is out.
Uzo is out.
Uzo is out
of the team.
The return of Abraham was saying, look, Maduka, because the bullying. Maduka and Stanley Nwabali and Ojo has been having a fantastic season. Do you have anything
I think for Maduka Okoye, the most important thing will be how the team psychologist works with him, because we saw the last time, just based on bullying, he had to excuse himself from the team. It's not something you really want to see. If the others also are excusing themselves at every point in time where they get pilloried on social media, then that means we almost don't have a team. Because we saw what happened with Iwobi. Iwobi is still a fundamental part of the team. And Maduka Okoye, they really need to work with him to make sure, because it's very good. He's shown stellar performances in the past, few months, and that's exactly why he has been. I mean, I'm sure nobody has any argument against his being listed in this team. Beyond the fact that, look, this guy here, he may come out on social media and do all of what he does, and girls are waxing lyrical about him. People are saying he's a fine boy. When he does get the criticism, it's also very important for the psychologist to tell the players, look, when they applaud you, know that they are applauding you. When they criticize you, it is normal. It is due to passion. We know that there are some irritants on social media. A lot of them on social media. But part of the game, part of being professional is ensuring that you don't allow these things get to you. It's not easy to say, I understand, but it is important for professionals to understand this and work around this.
I agree that there are things you cannot work on. Everybody's mental strength is not the same thing. I've seen sportsmen, superstars, deactivate their account. I've seen, men of them deactivate their account when you are bullied. Because, you see, like I said, when people have mental issues, you don't know. We are not. This is a medical issue.
We saw it happen with Fury, Osaka, time and again.
You see, this is a medical issue. How your mental things affect you is different from how it affects this next person. Some are streetwise and street build, so you can tell them anything. But look. Marcus Rashford, did he not complain about it?
Can anybody bully Boniface?
Boniface will bully, but there was even a time that Boniface even reacted. I mean, there was a time when somebody tried to bully him and he reacted. Even when you see that his post, he just go over there, he laughs at himself first and foremost. And that is the thing. So basically, I do believe, like you said, if you cannot stand the social media, get advice, get out of it, don't read it. Some people tell you, don't go through the social media.
Ken, I think we've talked about this thing before, and you talked about Iwobi as well. When it started with him during the Nations Cup, a lot of people came for him, but I know the team rallied around him. Very strong support system.
Support, yeah.
But one thing, I think we've talked about this before, Ken, and you mentioned, don't take the praises. Ignore the praises when they come. Yeah. Same way you should try as much as possible to avoid or just ignore the insult. Because in as much as, we know it's wrong, but we see it happen over and over again.
In fact, as far as I'm concerned,
the strongest, I think, mentally for me, between Harry Maguire and Andre Onana. I think these guys deserve. Oh my God!
Massive.
It's really difficult.
Harry Maguire, leave that guy. The guy
don't for anybody.
He took it.
And he will say, yes, you invite me to the national team because I deserve to be in the national team.
He turned his toes into castles. Basically.
You see, sometime in this Harry Maguire example, sometime in Nigeria, I remember about 2 weeks ago, a week before Finidi gave his presser, when they were talking about he's removing the captain, he want to destroy the team. The other time, I remember in the national team, when they remove one captain, they said, tell them, no, if they bring it back, he's going to destabilize the team. Oh, he was a former captain. If they bring it, you see, we are so petty. I'm sorry to use this. I'm sorry to do this on air. But a lot of us, as far as the sporting press, we are petty. We don't look at the big picture. David Beckham was dropped when he was retired captain of England. He came back into the team. Yeah. There was already a new captain of England, and he played. Harry Maguire has been stripped of his captain of Manchester United. He's still giving it back. I'm elected as the player of the month. Yeah. When the team comes in, it is before the manager invites you, he will have discussed with you. This is the new setup, and this is how it is, and this is how it is.
Out of respect.
But here we are always looking for certain things to things that we destroy.
We are looking out for who's going to emerge the captain of the team or whatever. The longest serving person has to be captain. All these. It's unnecessary.
They employ Finidi. You have no whatever it is. You don't know who he is, and you say Finidi is weak. They employed him because the FA can control him.
Yeah,
I mean, you can control him. A player moved from Sharks and moved into Ajax. And I tell you, and Van Gaal said something then. He said, if this guy were to be Dutch, he would have walked into the Dutch national team because he is the best right out in the world. He played his professional football. Left there, went to Betis, the jungle of Spain, and survived. Lost his younger brother, Igeneware was shot
in 1995
and killed. He was, in Ibadan there. He was still part of the national team. Assistant captain of the national team. Scored the goal that took us to the World Cup in that match against Algeria. You said he is weak. The guy came, he was assistant captain of the national team. You said he is weak. He came and took up Enyimba and won the league. You said he is weak. I don't understand what the weakness is all about.
I think you said it all. When it comes to some of the sporting press, it could be very petty. At times, it's also born on agenda. Despite the fact that a lot of us actually did like, Amunike to emerge. The moment the NFF had appointed
a Nigerian,
you should have dropped virtually every agenda that you had and support the man. That's exactly what is being done.
You want to pray for the team to fail because your guy was not put in there. Amunike is closer to us than any other person among all of them.
All of them.
Probably maybe Benjamin James, who has been on this set. Exactly. Amunike has been in this studio on this same show.
I think it's simple. Just give Finidi his support. Give him his flowers at the moment. Let him get his job done. And when he doesn't get a job, you can criticize. But right now, there's absolutely no need to begin to criticize every list, every action, every inaction. Some are even saying it doesn't sound technically sound. but maybe
how did he win the league?
Maybe it's not as
I think another thing we have to look at again is ignorance. A lot of these people are ignorant, but they don't even know. I'm asking it.
All right. I want to go on a very short break. When we come back, it will be roller scotter. We'll take you around all the games that took place yesterday. Like we said, Al Ali, they are the CAF champions. Leverkusen, the German champion. Manchester United. The city of Manchester is united. Go nowhere. Stay with us. All right, you're welcome back. The lines are still open. We're still expecting your calls. We've just talked about, we're looking at the Finidi list. We're looking at Lookman. We're looking about, in England, the things that happen. But let's quickly run through this. Let's go through the final part of the list. Let's look at the midfield. the defense, the midfield, and the attack, the experts are in the house. Mine is just to throw it there. And then you guys, if you have any opinion on this, you can also be part of this. So in
defense, we have Semi Ajayi, Chidozie Awaziem, Calvin Bassi, I'm saying Benjamin Hanimu, Bryce Osai Salmon, and of course Sadiq Ismail
from Remo Stars.
From Remo Stars.
That's a notable,
notable addition, to the squad.
All right. Midfield.
In the midfield, of course, Alexander Iwobi, Rafael Nyedika, Frank Onyeka, Alazan Yusuf, who played in the division, got promoted back to the Premier League, and of course, Fisayo Dele Bashiru.
Okay.
And then in attack, we got the African Footballer of the Year, reigning African Footballer of the Year, Victor Osimhen, incoming African Footballer of the Year, Ademola Lookman.
I like that.
Victor Boniface, Nathan Taylor, Samuel, of course, Victor Boniface, the Bundesliga Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
Nathan Taylor, also a winner with Bayer Leverkusen, Samuel Chukwueze, Polonacho, Kelechi Iheanacho, and of course, Terry Murphy.
All right.
This is just like the AFCON list.
This team,
except of course for Ismail.
Is there one or two persons you think would have entered? Who had mentioned Olaino and Trust Ekong?
Well, I think Trustekon, you understand that he's been injured. He's not really fit. Even if he's maybe a little bit fit, but not fully fit for this kind of games. And also, Olaino, I don't know. I don't understand why Olaino has not been.
All right, Tunde is with us. Hello, Tunde. Tunde, how are you?
Yes. Mr. Ken, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I enjoy your program and you are doing well.
Thank you.
My contribution is regarding the empty stadium you talk about.
Yeah.
When I mean empty stadium, there's a way that we have to inculcate comedians.
Okay. Bring in entertainers.
Because
okay.
if comedies, they want to do show, people rush there.
Okay.
But when it comes to football, people will stay back at home. So there's a way.
Go on.
Our comedians can come together so that it will not attract people to the stadium.
Okay.
Gone are the days we used to trek to Oniko to watch superstars. But these days, it is not like that. So there's a way the comedians must come in alliance with the management of stadiums and teams to attract
fans to the stadium. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. That is why it is entertainment. I mean, I think in South Africa or some other countries, they will have a Minister of Sport Development. They have Ministry of Sports and Recreation. It is part of recreation. You understand? Entertainment. Football is entertainment. Like sport is entertainment in its entirety. So basically, like you said, if you bring in, you marry them. You see boxing matches. You see musicians going over there. Right. You see, so you just bring in there. You see Super Bowl. You see top entertainers.
There is that deliberateness from the
deliberateness
That's the
to entertain the fans, maximum entertainment. We're talking about you're talking about the capacity Manchester Stadium, Old Trafford, 73,000.
Yeah.
If you know how much they make, just I think one day what we'll do is this: we'll bring out that match day hospitality program.
Yeah.
Yes.
You will see how much they make. You will see how much if you go to England, you want to go to Stamford Bridge, and then you want to go around the stadium, you pay. Mm-hmm. They will take you on a tour round. Their trophy room,
different hospitality
packages. You understand?
And that's where they make the most money.
That is where the money is coming from. So
because a lot of fans want to go to the Emirates and see Arsenal's golden Premier League that they won. Things like that.
So basically those are the things that we should be doing. But then let's enjoy ourselves a bit. Let's start from we're talking about the courses. We're talking about courses here. So something happened yesterday. Mason Mount, with about 5 minutes to go, Ten Hag asked the guy to warm up to enter, and Bella Gottman came to my mind. Mason Mount had before yesterday. Mason Mount has been to Wembley 6 times. He has played 6 finals with Chelsea, with England, and he lost all 6. He lost them. Then you are playing Man City, and it is 1-2. You are leading 2-1, and you are bringing us Kele. Anyway, that's the final. Catalan.
The result that no one saw coming.
Okay.
Me, I saw it coming.
Really? That's amazing. That's really amazing. I definitely did not see this coming. In fact, before this game, I've been saying, thank God for Real Madrid, because Manchester City might have just done another trouble again, you know. But seeing Eric Ten Hag smile, it's like seeing an eclipse. It happens.
A rare picture.
It's very rare, you know. And then, of course, like you said, the city of Manchester.
Yeah, it's United.
And what came to my mind after the game yesterday was when we talk about it's football. The ball is round.
The ball is round.
And anything can literally happen. When I saw 2 goals up, Man U being 2 goals up in the first half, I knew, okay, there's going to be a very, very interesting second half. But they're able to hold their own in the second half. Consider the goal by Jeremy Doku. I think that was, the 6 minutes or thereabouts. But Man U went on to win the FA Cup. So I think it's safe to say now that they've had a better season than Arsenal.
Okay, let me come. Wait, no, don't worry. I want to ask you. I'm coming to you directly.
Yeah.
Ten Hag. Before this, sometimes I don't know how we talked about clubs that your manager is there. I think it was Bayern we're talking about before they played the Real Madrid.
Yeah.
That and you were always saying your manager is going. I mean, why don't you wait? Are you getting me before you can do you can plan all your plans? Manchester United, was some news outlets quoted that they were already discussing with the McKenna, the manager that gave Ipswich back to
also
back.
Frank.
Back-to-back promotion. Now from League One to Championship and now to the EPL after 22 years.
Yeah.
Now, okay, Idahosa, I want to reach us from Benin. Hello, Idahosa. Idahosa, how are you?
I'm very fine. Thank you very much. And hello, can I go on?
Go on. You are on. We are listening. We are hearing you loud and clear. Go on. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. As regard the fans coming to stadium, that's where I want to really consistency. We need to try as much as we can to be very consistent. Like me, I'm a very diehard fan of bed insurance. We go to the stadium to watch bed insurance. Of course, you can see that one thing that we lack is a succession plan. I remember when the attacker in bed insurance left for placement.
Was it Imade?
To win game. And you cannot expect people to keep going to the stadium. At the end of the day, either you lose or you keep drawing. They will be discouraged. So that for me is that we must have a proper plan so that your team keep winning and you keep encouraging people to come to the stadium. That way people will come and support. Nobody tell me to support Manchester United. I'm a Manchester United.
Okay.
Know that there's vision to win. You understand? But here in our local league, we don't have that. There's a missing link. We must address that. When somebody is not supporting, you see the team going down. You can't keep supporting the team year in, year out and nothing to show for it. It's very discouraging. That's
okay. All right, Daosa. I used to say close when I was in Benin, close to Ogbe Stadium. If you know where Ora Crescent is, it's just about maybe a 5 minutes walk to Ogbe Stadium. So I never missed insurance game. But then I wasn't actually supporting insurance. I was supporting New Nigerian Bank then. So no vex.
Ken, I think what you wanted to talk about was the fact that we had ETH, Ten Hag, still go ahead to win the trophy for United.
Should he stay? Do you think the management has confidence in him?
I think that it is up to the management, the same management that a lot of people had, chastised for, not holding the fort properly. But I think that Ten Hag didn't really do well with the resources. Okay. And regardless of the fact that he's gotten 2 trophies in 2 seasons, there is something that you just feel maybe United should be doing more, especially with the talent of, with plethora of talents he's got. So
I don't want to cut you. I just wanted to continue. The man said, I have 33 different defensive lineup. I had 61 injuries. Casemiro was out. The whole entire defense line was out. So if you have all these people out, Rashford out, your team going out, and you're at a point, you look at your bench and you have to call on the players of the academy.
There are times you see a team, having lots of injury challenges, and you still see them with a particular philosophy and the playing pattern. They look
just call Barcelona.
Compact.
Just call Barcelona.
They look compact, not Barcelona. It's not Barcelona. I will talk about. But you couldn't see that with United.
Yes.
There were times that they, ground out wins, but you just knew that.
So you have a vote of no confidence in him?
Well, who am I?
I believe he's the best for Manchester United.
Why do you believe him?
As a neutral, I just feel he should stay. I feel he has more to give.
One thing, the negative goal difference for United, it's an aberration. We're talking of United, one of the biggest teams.
I think they covered it. Did they not cover it?
They didn't cover it. It was -1.
Minus.
So the question is, if you are saying you should stay, based on what achievement? Okay, trophy, fine. But when you look at the EPL, the league itself,
but if you don't have the defense line, why won't you ship in goals?
Ken, he's not the only one. He's not the only coach that suffered, this injury challenge.
Okay, Chooks is really from Port Harcourt. Hello, Chooks. Chooks, how are you?
I'm okay.
Yeah. Let's hear you.
Okay. I'm from Guinea, especially on around those spectators in the stadium.
Yeah.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, clear.
Okay, one of the major problems I noticed is that there is lack of advertisement, publicity, awareness on what is going on in Nigerian football circle. I stay in Port Harcourt. Then Rivers United is playing. And many people want to watch, but when will you know? When the match is going on? It is only when it is on channel television news and they hear that the Rivers United won. But there is nowhere we can know when the match is going to be played. So the team is more focused on just going to play matches, not marketing the match. If you watch the EPL, there is great emphasis on marketing the match, not playing the match. They are taking even the EPL for the African countries. That is, the marketing department is working strongly in making money. But we are only focusing playing the match. So have you opened a website and seen Nigerian Football League being advertised? You can't. So if more emphasis is made on marketing, people will come.
I agree with you. Okay. Hold on, Chris. Hold on. Somebody wants something. Hold on.
To support what he's saying,
yes.
I think that the most important thing that we need to do is to drive sport through the community, through the grassroots. When a governor has a political engagement, you see local government chairmen, they mobilize people for those engagements. So the question is, for a team like Rivers United, Rivers State can mobilize fans across local governments. So we have to be deliberate. These clubs are state-owned.
Okay.
So the state governors have to be deliberate if they want to continue holding on to ownership.
They are state-owned by the people. The government is by the people.
Exactly.
The government is by the people and for the people. All right, Chooks, because I know for Rivers United, I know the stadium that is right out, closer to the airport away. That people I was in Port Harcourt 2 years back to watch Rivers United in their last game when they won the league, and I know how they try to mobilize. But like you said, it has to be consistent. It doesn't have to be on match day. Create that awareness. Create awareness. But try as much as possible yourself. Tell your friends, and then see when Rivers United are playing. They're on Twitter. You can follow them on their Twitter handle, so you can also kind of had that ripple effect, reached out to others so that they can be watching Rivers United games. The Nigerian champions, and they play on almost an empty stadium, even when they mobilize vehicles and that to take them to the stadium and back. But that is when they are playing continental. But I think the awareness should start from when they are playing the league matches too. Thank you so much.
Ken,
thank you.
Ken, I was going to say something about what you said. You're talking about marketing. Yes, you have to market yourself. If not, nobody will buy your product. But there's something that I see in the Premier League all the time. If you notice, there are a lot of beer parlor arguments, a lot of just regular arguments that happen. And you want to make reference, you can literally go to the official website and compare player stats. I talk about player stats from 20, 30 years ago.
You're not typing them. You're not giving the stats.
You are on this set week in, week out. And you make reference to games played in 1976, 1982.
Yes.
Based on personal experience.
Yes, personal experience. And this is before I was born, Ken. And I know that a large number or the chunk of people that watch football now are within my age bracket. So we really cannot relate.
They can't relate.
We want to go back and make reference. There is no central information unit where we can go. Nothing like that. So you need to make all of this available. You know, it's not a small job, but it's something that I know that if these people are deliberate about it, we'd rather go online and talk about petty stuff that are not relevant.
All right, Xavi resigned, came back, sacked. Briefly,
I think Juan Laporta is going to run Barca into the ground at this rate. I think you don't treat your club legends like this for whatever reason.
But he's the manager, not the legend.
No,
he's a legend.
No, at this role, he's a manager.
No, of course he's a manager. And we also,
he's a legend.
No, but he's a club legend that came in at a point whereby the club couldn't literally afford anything. This guy put away part of his salary so he could take this job. And look at how he did it with Messi, he did it with Suarez, he's doing it with Xavi. I think
it's classless.
It's classless.
Bayern says we want Vincent Kompany.
Shocking for a coach that won only 5 games last season to be promoted. I mean, I love to be a Vincent Kompany.
Whichever soap he used to
bath. We need to.
He wanted promotion with them. He brought them up
and took them down.
And then the budget was low.
A coach
all three teams that came went back. All three teams that came went back.
They want a German-speaking coach. They have gotten him. Yes. But the question is, for the level of Bayern Munich,
yes.
What is
the level of Alonso?
The god of Vincent Kompany.
No.
Yes.
We are talking about a team that was lowly initially. He has taken them up. Don't forget.
Yes.
He has taken them up. But we are talking about a Bayern.
Can you wager a bet that this guy will not win the league next season?
It's hard to do that.
He will win it.
We are talking about a structured team. A team that
I know you cannot say will, but to me, I believe he will win it.
Why do you believe he will?
Because he has
what exactly has he done?
Because he has the material.
Hurricane is
in that team. Bella Gottman, because.
That is football for you. That is the fun. They tried to get Alonso. He said no. They went for Nagelsmann. Marco. He said no. They went for Ragnick. Even the person that whatever. Ragnick
begged Tuchel to stay.
They went to Tuchel. Did they beg Tuchel to stay?
They begged Tuchel to stay. He said no. He's not staying.
But right now they've all rejected the job. But the man you think cannot do it, I tell you this, Kompany will do it. We're going.
Yeah, French Open. Let's see.
Nadal.
Nadal.
What a tough draw.
What a tough draw is having to face as very so early. I think we'll have a very exciting one, and I predict that there will be quite a number of upsets into this particular one early in the first.
Rivers Hoopers.
Yeah, Rivers Hoopers.
Rivers Hoopers having a fantastic season at the BA, although they lost yesterday by 6 points.
But they qualified for the quarterfinals.
Yeah, they qualified already. Yeah. And my guy, Abel Ofia, had a fantastic game yesterday. 9 points, I think 5 rebounds, and I think 1 assist. Hoping that their game tomorrow, they're able to pick up and do us proud.
All right, like we say, it's not every time that the focus is on our sisters, our ladies, our daughters, but it's happening right there in Bielsa, and that is where the Super 6 will pick the champion for our female league. So if you are there, support them, go to the stadium, cheer them up, buy them water, buy them anything, be fun, take good. It's a family thing. So that is the match day for today, the final day. At the end of the day, a winner will emerge. The match will have started. This started by 12 noon. Yeah. So by now, we'll have been monitoring it and get some results. So before maybe by 2 o'clock, before 2 o'clock or so, we shall have a result. So until we come away next week. Where is my pen? Where is my pen? Don't do that. Hold on. I'm Ken Ochonogo. God bless Nigeria.